Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me here today. We have Pastor Sunoko here. We have Elder Eddie. We have Elder Irene, Elder Titin, and also Elder Jeffrey. We are celebrating the 33rd anniversary in our church. Yay! My name is Ai, and I will be your host for today's interview. So, celebrating this 33rd anniversary, Pastor Sunoko mentioned, a couple weeks ago, to the congregation to make the list of the 33 things that makes Maranatha special to them, that's pleasing God's eyes. So as an elder and a pastor, could you share some of your list with us today? Start with Pastor Sunoko, please.
Yes, so it is my desire, not only 33 years, but we will continue strong with God for many, many more years. And to get there, it is very simple. We need to continue to be a family, loving one another and loving God.
Thank you. How about you, Elder Eddie?
Yeah, at Maranatha, we can feel like that really at home, and we can still growing, we can still serve, and we can still found a shelter in time we need, like emotionally, spiritually, and also financially. So I hope we still continue exist for more years.
All right. Elder Irene, please.
So I have been with Maranatha for 30 years, and I'm very happy and privileged being the part of the family. Of course, I plan to stay with this loving family. I love the unity that we have with Maranatha.
All right. How about you, Elder Titin?
All right, I only have the top three lists on my of the 33 things. The first one, I've encountered my first love with Jesus at Maranatha, and then the second one is that I've met strangers who became friends and then became family, like many of you. And then for the future, I want all of us to be the ambassadors of Christ inside the church and outside the church.
And that can be my sermon next week. Hooray!
There you go. How about you, Elder Jeffrey?
Well, I've been with the church since 2003, and I like the friendship in this church and in the family. I feel at home, and I found it becoming my shelter. So, yes.
Okay, thank you. And then, of course, in this 33 years, I mean, it's a pretty long journey. I mean, there's going to be up and down, of course, right? So what is your biggest accomplishment, and then what has been your greatest challenge in your tenure with the church? Pastor Sunoko, can you answer that first?
Yes, absolutely. And I have to underline this. I think the key word that underlining the existence of Maranatha is resilience. And for some of us who have been in the church long, maybe like Elder Eddie from the beginning, and for me, it's a 27 years journey. It's a long journey, but throughout this year, we have not faced only one challenge, but many, many major challenges. But we can be here today because of the resilience of the family members of Maranatha. And I think that's one key ingredient for the church to stay strong until today, and also to bring the church forward to many, many more years. Resilience is the answer.
Okay. How about you, Elder Eddie? What is your accomplishment and your greatest challenge during your time in the church?
Yeah, the biggest accomplishment, I think, we have to admit that by the grace of God, after 33 years, we are still exist. And that's the biggest accomplishment. And of course, the challenges are still there. And just one thing that I really see is the biggest challenge that we facing is how to serve the young, or we call that the second generation, better than what we did right now. So we hope that in the future we can serve better, because they are really the next generation, so that we can continue exist.
All right. How about you, Elder Irene?
Okay, this is not my accomplishment though, but I know that what we are now, being the treasurer of the church, the treasurer of the church, I watched that Maranatha is a very generous church. We have come to a quite solid financially. Never that I see that we are lacking, even though it's probably a very short time in the past within my time with Maranatha that we are experiencing a little challenge. But like I said, we are abundantly blessed.
That's good. How about you, Elder Titin?
The biggest accomplishment is, I think, for Maranatha is when we're able to apply what we've been taught, at church from the sermon to face the challenges in our lives. I think that's our biggest accomplishment for our church. And then the biggest challenge was when we didn't have a pastor. As around in the midst of 2000, 2004, 2005. But by the grace of God, God sent Kosun, to the rescue and have him, to lead all of us until now. So the biggest challenge come, like the blessing for us.
Yeah, we have Captain Jesus, Titin.
Amen.
You and I are just fellow sailors.
How about you, Elder Jeffrey?
Well, myself, I don't have any accomplishment yet, but my challenges are to unite everybody, from the adults, from the young, the youth, and then the Sunday school. I want them to feel the church is home, and then we are in family together, in one hand, in one body. And then I hope they also find a shelter like I did in this church. So
Okay.
that's my challenge.
That's very nice. Okay. All right. And then, as the church, we want to give back to our community, right? That's really important. It's all about the people's coming to the church, So what are we going to do to reach out to the community more? What step are we going to do? Pastor Sunoko, maybe as a pastor, you can answer that.
Yes. Regarding that question, the opportunities are plenty. Can we do it alone? Of course not.
Yes.
I can just give you a very quick example how we have become a blessing to our community recently with the COVID-19 response. As you know, COVID-19 really highlight the wide gap between the haves and the have-nots.
Yes.
And one thing is about food security. When you look in the valley, there are many families are struggling just to have food security. And then with the generous help with our denomination, Mennonite, and its relief agency, Mennonite Central Committee, we worked together when we took, it's almost, I think, total is the 24 cases in the one crate, and that can feed a family up to 500 people. So we did that in partnership with our denomination and its relief agency, and then we together we serve the rescue mission in our community. And opportunities like that is still many. And then one of the plan for the church with the holidays coming, we want to do like a relief kits, either for the families in suffering in the U.S. or family suffering abroad.
All right. Thank you to all for today. We already reached at the end of our interview. So thank you for joining me and taking the time for, answer this question. So to everyone's watching, thank you. We hope you enjoyed this interview. Please take care and be safe. God bless you all.
Happy anniversary, Maranatha.
Happy anniversary, Maranatha. Bye-bye.